If anybody knows how to get the graphics up, the timings, the driver list, you know, the actual classification on the screen, please, I would really appreciate it if anybody knows how to get it up on the screen, because I have nothing to work with right now. As I say, it's not very convenient at all. We've got a Mercedes currently in the mid-pack. Appears to be battling, I think that's Game for Life. Apologies if it isn't, but I think that's Game for Life here. And he's got an Alpha Tauri just behind him. I think that's Max GT on the back of them. There's a Haas, which could be Little Greavy or the Grebe, I don't know. They're just ahead of an Alpine right now, which I think is P. Cheward. Oh, and you've got another Haas, which is either Little Greavy or the Grebe, followed by a Williams, which I assume is the Mutts Nuts. There's the Red Bull. That's definitely Joram picking his way through the pack. Obviously started at the back. He's now eyeing up a move, looking to the inside here. Is this the Mutts Nuts? He's eyeing up. He's making a move. He's made that stick beautifully there as Joram. So he's now up into P9. So that's job done there for Joram. Continuing to pick his way through the pack. Got an Alfa Romeo here, which is trying to keep another Alfa Romeo behind it. So God knows which one's which. I happen to know that HD Baguette is number 97, so that's HD Baguette just there. So that, by process of elimination, must be Crescent Anime. Yeah, no, Casper, I've tried it. I've tried pressing triangle and it's not working. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I really am a bit lost here. There's a McLaren, I think that's DJ Phil there. That is a Mercedes. So, again, I'm just guessing at this point. It could be one of two. But I'm going to assume that this Mercedes, it couldn't be, it's not Magpie, because Magpie is not here. So, I think Game for Life is the one that's further up, and this one, I honestly couldn't tell you. That's Red Nass there. He's running in P15 at the moment. There's another McLaren there, which could be DJ Phil, it could be somebody else. And you've got an Alpha Tauri there. I believe that is Raki. There, I think that's Raki running in P17 at the moment. You've got the Ferrari of Chicken Wing still going around, really struggling by the looks of it. Back to the leader though. I'm trying to get a glimpse of the number, but the numbers on the Aston Martin are really not very clear at all. I'm trying to, it looks like it says, does it say 21? I don't know, I can't really, yeah, 21, that's number 21. That is the other Aston Martin trying to keep the Ferrari behind, and that Ferrari is Tezza Muzza. So Tezza Muzza currently battling out over second place here with the Aston Martin that's currently running in second spot, and you can't really see the numbers very well. Oh no! Chicken Wings lost it out of the last corner, so we have got a yellow flag there as Chicken Wings binned it. In the background here you've got the Haas car. I think a Little Greavy here is trying to keep Max GT behind him, but Max has made the move down the inside, goes a bit deep coming into turn 2, gets it stopped, but in fact Little Greavy's going to go for the cut back here, as they're going to be side by side down towards turn 3, and Little Greavy makes it the move back on him there. Great racing from these two, and a Little Greavy keeping on to what is currently P4 in this race. Oh, look at this, Max has got Game for Life charging down this inside. Max is going to try and keep it there though, and Max is going to get the run back down towards turn 6. Can Game for Life keep himself there? He's got the DRS. They both got DRS actually on Max GT, but a bit of contact there between the two of them as the Alpha Tauri there just squeezes Game for Life out a little bit. Game for Life is now going to lose out here to the Alpine of P. Cheward. So P. Cheward up into 6th place here. And the Red Bull of Red Nass is now trying to get involved in this. He's right on the back here of these guys. They're all going to have DRS on each other. It's a DRS train. But here we go. It looks as though we got the Red Mass there looking to the inside, in towards the chicane. Can he go lay on the brakes? The Mercedes is keeping it there. Ooh, great driving there from Red Mass. Who's going to have DRS on who? They're all going to have DRS. But Red Mass there makes the move and is up into 7th place here in this race. Great stuff there from him. So currently still leading this battle for 4th place is the Haas of Little Greavy. He's got Max GT right on the back of him. And then you've got P. Cheward there, who's running in P6, and they've managed to gap Red Nass a little bit. And obviously you've still got Game for Life there on the fringes of these guys at the moment. I might be getting some of these names wrong. I think I've got them spot on, but I'm not 100% sure because I've got no graphics tonight. I don't know what's happened, but I've got no graphics on the screen whatsoever. The list with the drivers and what position they're in has just completely gone. I've tried absolutely everything imaginable to try and get it up, and I haven't been able to. As P. Cheward just loses out there to Max. Max has got himself back up into 5th place. Great move there into the hairpin. Now P. Cheward might be vulnerable here to Red Nass. Red Nass has got the run. They've both got DRS on the 2 cars ahead of them, but Red Nass is a little bit too far back coming into the chicane. Can he get the run coming down the start finish straight? That is the question. Doesn't look like he's close enough. Max GT has got the run a little bit on Little Greavy, but gets there just slightly too late. Let's have a look and see if we can find out the positions. If we click on Race Director. No, that's just made it worse. No, it hasn't. It's just made it not change at all. So in the meantime, Tezza Muzzer still on the back right now of the 2nd Aston Martin. Well, I've really got to find out who this is because otherwise I might misreport who's winning the race. Basically, it's either Dem Specky or Bennett, but we don't know who's leading at this point, which is really frustrating. So the race leader, I think it's Dem Specky, but it could be Bennett. It could be Bennett. If anybody's watching who's in the race itself, or is pitted, or is retired, or whatnot, anybody watching knows who the race leader is, please tell me. I've narrowed it down. It's either Dem Specky or it's Bennett, but I just don't know which one it is. And obviously I have no graphics, so I can't actually tell you. Who it is. Bennett's number that he was scheduled to be racing with for this season was number 7. The race leader is number 21. Hold on a second. Actually, you know what? I can check and see what number Dem Specky registered with. Again, I want to apologise for the messy stream tonight. It's not really my fault, but it's it's just one of those things. It's a bit of a ball ache, really, if I'm perfectly honest. Dem Specky signed up. What did he sign up with? 96. Okay, well, that's not number 96. Is this number 96? I think that might actually be. Joe, I think it might be Bennett leading the race. Is that number? Thing is, it's the camera angles, man. They're so bad. Seriously, the camera angles are so bad. You can never see the number on an Aston Martin. I think it's number 8. I believe that says number 8. Again, if anybody, yeah, that is number 8, isn't it? I'm sure it's number 8. So basically, both of these guys are driving with numbers that aren't the one. No, it's number 9. So that is number 9 running in 2nd place. And both of these guys are running numbers that aren't the numbers that I think they were scheduled to be running for this season. I have a funny feeling that this is Bennett leading the race. And the reason why I say this is because number 21, obviously 7 times 3 is 21. Maybe he likes his 7 times tables. I don't know. It could be that's number 5. It's number 5. That is the number 5 Aston Martin. You know what? I'm going to use my intuition here. Obviously the default number for an Aston Martin is 5, right? So obviously because it's Vettel's number. So what I'm thinking is that Dem Specky has jumped in the Aston Martin and he's just taken Vettel's number. So this must be Dem Specky running in 2nd. It must be Bennett leading the race. Yeah, I'm now pretty sure it's Bennett leading the race. So it's Bennett LCFC currently out in front. Again, I don't know what lap we're on at the moment. It's literally it's a complete wild guess at this point what lap we're on. I have no graphics. I can't get any of the stuff up on the screen. In fact, there we go. It's come up now. Okay. Well, Bennett leading the race, so we were right. Demspecki in second. You've got Tezamuzza running in third place. So pretty much we had the order pretty much nailed down exactly as it was, except I thought that Game for Life was running in seventh in the Mercedes. It wasn't Game for Life, it's Tibbs. So Tibbs is the Mercedes, the Nuts is the Williams, and obviously you got HD Baguette and Crest Animator 2 Alfa Romeo teammates battling over 10th and 11th. Redness in 12th. Joram has already stopped for the medium tyres, so he'll have definitely a bit of a pace advantage at this point. He's running in P14 at the moment. Again, I just want to apologise to everybody tuning in right now we haven't got any times on the screen, we haven't got any of the classification. Unfortunately, a bit of a glitch on the F1 game. I've never encountered this before in my life. I've commentated on 3 different Formula 1 games, 2020, 2021 and 22, and I've never had this issue. I commentated on 22 a couple of weeks ago at Miami. If it wasn't for the fact that I commentated a couple of weeks ago, I'd be having serious doubts about this game at this point. I don't know what is going on. I really do not know what's going on. It's unprecedented right now. But basically, we're just trying to commentate on a race with no classification on the screen, which is, it's not the easiest right now, I've got to say. But nonetheless, Bennett LCFC on the medium tyres is pulling out the gap at the front. He's got a decent gap here right now over Demspecki, who's driving in the reserve Aston Martin. Phil Adderton says, "Go here," he says. That's DJ Phil there. I don't know what he means. Tezamuzza's still trying to get onto the back of him. Go to the link, he says. Let's have a little look. There isn't a link, Phil. Are you about to put a link or something? Nonetheless, we've still got Tezamuzza trying to battle here, trying to get himself into second place if he can. But Demspecki and Tezamuzza have been very evenly matched. Oh, and we've got a driver who seems to have stopped out on track. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. If that is an Alfa Romeo, that looks like it is. That would be either HD Baguette or Chris Naname. I have a feeling it might be HD Baguette because HD Baguette did just leave the session. So we've got a yellow flag through the final sector. But right now, it's Bennett still leading the race. But you've obviously got him on the medium tyres, so he would have had a pace advantage over the course of this first stint. And he's got about a 3 or 4 second lead at the moment over Demspecki and the other Aston Martin. That was a triple hiccup there. Oh my god. I really shouldn't have eaten a gigantic pizza before the start of this stream. It was a terrible idea. You've got the Mutts Nuts, I think, running in 4th place now. I wonder if a couple of drivers are maybe pitted. The Mutts Nuts, I think, is now ahead of Little Greavy. Let's double check this one. So yeah, the Mutts Nuts has got ahead of... Oh, that's the Grieve. Okay, so Little Greavy's been into the pits. Obviously, we already covered that Joram's been into the pits. Joram has jumped Little Greavy and Tibbs, who have both been in. You got P. Cheward, who's running in P12. He's also been into the pits. So 4 drivers have been in so far. Obviously, Chicken Wing came in, but I think he's DNF'd. Yeah, he has DNF'd. Look at that. He has definitely DNF'd. So... at the moment, you've got 4 drivers who are still in the race who have pitted. The rest of them are still yet to come in for their pit stop. You've still got Bennett leading the race on the faster medium tyres at this point. As we jump on board here with the Haas of the Grieve, who's trying to make a move here on the Mutts Nuts. The Mutts Nuts not taking that bait, that little feint to the inside, coming into the chicane, and for the time being holding his ground in 4th place. But these two still yet to pit. Once they do, they will drop down the order a little bit. Let's go back to the battle for second, as we can see that we've got Demspecki and also oh my god, Tezamuzza was just putting a lap there on one of the McLarens. I think that was might be DJ Phil, and those two making their way through, and it looks like he got through unscathed eventually. Oh, if anybody watching knows how to get the race classification graphic on the screen, if anybody's encountered this problem, a little bug on the F1 game, please, please, please help. Yeah, but no, please, honestly, if you know what to do, if you know what's happening here, please help me out, because I don't know why. I've never seen this before. This is not something I'm used to. On-screen display, on-screen display, that's not really relevant to this cockpit display. Obviously this is not a cockpit type of thingy. What's it, is it? If we have a look at graphics, no, not really relevant to what this is. It's not going to have anything to do with audio, I'm sure about that. Telemetry, that's the one thing that I would have thought might, oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, wait, oh, is that it? No, that's not it. No. Alright then, never mind. No, I just don't know what's going on. It really is a right pain. This is. Accessibility, maybe? No. Ah, right. Phil has sent me a link on Discord, I think. DMs, maybe. He might have some info on this one. In the meantime, Tez and Buzzer even is still on the back of Demsmecky. These two batting it out over second. I don't know if it's me or if they've just closed a little bit on Bennett. The gap seems to be a little bit less than it was. I had it down at about 3.5 seconds before. That looks like it might have just dipped under 3 seconds. So I reckon that maybe the hard tyres are now starting to come back to Demspecky a little bit. Potentially Bennett's mediums are now starting to wear off. He's also got some traffic as well, which might just hinder him ever so slightly. As we are just going to check out our DMs. No, I haven't got any DMs from Phil, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what he was referring to there, but I haven't received any ideas as to what's what in terms of this lack of a telemetry screen. But currently, we've still got Bennett doing a great job out the front. And Demsbecky's still holding on 4 second spot ahead of Tezamud that used to have been tied at the hip now for a considerable number of laps. You've got the Mutsnuts still holding on ahead of Little Greavy in the battle for 4th place. I think that's Gelram there running in 6th, is it? Let's double check. I'm pretty sure it is. So Gelram, the thing is, what's a real pain right now is that we can't actually check the gap between the leaders and Gelram. I think he'd need to pit again because he's on the mediums right now. So more than likely he'll need to come in right at the end for a set of softs. I think that the leaders will be on a 1 stop at this point. But Joe, I'm absolutely flying. You can see he's really giving it full beans right now. He's just ahead of the Mercedes there, which I believe is Tibbs. And there's the Alfa Romeo right now of Chris and Anime, who's running in 8th place. Then you've got the Haas there of the Grieve running in 9th. Game for Life still going in P10 at the moment. There's the Alpine there of Pete Stewart, I think, who's been into the pits. Yeah, Pete Stewart. Then you got Raki followed by, so that's Raki there running in P12. Penguin Dude still running in P13 right now. Rednas in 14th place. Not been a race for Rednas at all. Was in the thick of it earlier on. As we just see Little Greavy there putting a lap on him. Little Greavy still in a battle for 4th place there with the Mutsnuts, but yeah, Rednas just ghosting through him there. I don't know what's happened to Rednas really. He must have had a few incidents here. I don't think that's DJ Phil in the McLaren, because DJ Phil we believe is retired. Oh, what's happened to Crest Anime? Crest Anime's retired. Where? Oh, there. I think that's Crest Anime's car that they just went past, coming through turn 5, or turn 4 or turn 5. I'm not quite sure. I've lost count. But oh no, so that's Crest Anime now out of the race. I think we're down to 14 cars here in this race. What a shame. as we've seen all sorts of lag here going on between lap runners. And you know what, from next week onwards we're taking crossplay off because it's causing us all kinds of problems, and not a single one of the drivers in here is running on a different platform other than PlayStation, so there is no need. We literally do not need crossplay to be on. I apologise to everybody for my incompetence in allowing the crossplay function to be on. It was not required, and yeah, that's entirely my fault. In the meantime, it is Bennett LCFC. No, it's not. No, it's not. Bennett must have been in the pits because he is now no longer in the lead. So it's Dennis Becky now leading the race on the hard tyres. He's gapped Teza Mazza by about a second here. Obviously they were very close before, but now Dennis Becky's just opened up a little bit of a cushion here to Teza Mazza. Oh dear, these hiccups are incapacitating me. At this point, you've got Bennett there running in the final podium spot at the moment, but we believe he should be in the net race lead. He's put the hard tyres on, so he'll be good to go to the end from here. There's no doubt about that. But obviously, these guys ahead of him will be able to put the medium tyres on, so they'll have faster tyres towards the end. I imagine Bennett will probably be quicker at this stage, though, because he has got fresh tyres on, albeit they're the hards, but they are nice, brand spanking new set of tyres. So Bennett needs to make his advantage count now, so he's got as big of a lead as he possibly can have when these two, Dennis Becky and Teza Mazza, come into the pits, because the more time that he spends out, obviously the more time that these guys spend out, the more time they're losing to him. But they are coming in, so Dems Becky coming into the pits now. Teza Mazza staying out, going to go try and go for the overcut. But the crucial thing now is, where is Dems Becky going to come out in relation to Bennett? Into the box he comes. Tyres go straight on. Medium tyres on for Dems Becky. Let's just have a look and see how many laps we've got left, because unfortunately we'd have no idea what the situation is right now. Again, we're not getting any clues. I don't know how many laps we got because this doesn't say. So yes, just playing by ear at this point. But Dems Becky is out, and he is about... Ooh, let's have a count. He's about 4 seconds. Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds he is behind Bennett. So Bennett maintains the net race lead for the time being then. And obviously put those hard tyres on a few laps ago would have made that advantage count. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, so Dems Becky is on the mediums, yeah. So that is to be expected there. So yeah, Dems Becky on a new set of medium tyres will have better grip than Bennett. Bennett's got the gap though, around 5 seconds. Now I don't know what lap we're on at this point. I don't know if we can get an idea of it. To be honest, guys, if anybody's watching on the stream, if anybody's in the lobby, retired from the race or whatever, please let us know what lap the guys are on at the moment, because I don't know. I have no way of knowing. Unless it says, oh, it says on the dashboard, it says on the driver's steering wheel. So lap 20 we're on, so it's a 35 lap race and we're on lap 20. Okay, now we've got some clue. So Bennett there running in the net race lead has got about a 4 or 5 second lead at the moment over his Aston Martin teammate for this week. Obviously Dems Becky racing as a reserve for tonight, so he's on the medium tyres, the faster tyres. But can Bennett keep those hard tyres going nicely all the way to the end? Is Dems Becky going to take too much out of them, trying to close in on his teammate? That's the question. Joram in the meantime I think is running, where is he running? Where is Joram? He's in P6 at the moment. So he's a long way behind the leaders, but he is eyeing up Little Greavy here, and he's looking to the inside here. Joram's going to make the move down the inside, is he? I think he is. That's beautifully done there from Joram, and he's up into 5th place there. So excellent stuff. The race winner from the first race of the season, the 2-time champion of the Formula 1 League here at Motive, picking up another driver, and he's now eyeing up the Mutsnuts. The Mutsnuts might be defences here, but in fact the Mutsnuts I think might actually have DRS here on of all people, Joram's teammate right in front of them. So the Mutsnuts does have DRS on Redness, but nonetheless Joram looks like he's making the move, and the Mutsnuts coming into the pits anyway, so problem aborted there. Joram will now have DRS on his teammate who he's about to lap, and Joram currently running in P4, so it's been a decent recovery from Joram. Obviously started at the back, didn't have this one all go his own way, but he's done quite an admirable drive so far in this one. Lap 22 of the race, we've still got 13 laps left to go here for the Canadian Grand Prix at Motive, and yeah, he's currently running in 4th place. Going to just check out what the gap is to the leaders. So you've obviously got, there's Demsbecky, who's running in 3rd place. Bennett there's running the gap's coming down a little bit between Bennett and Demsbecky. It's now about 3 seconds. And Joram is only about, I'd say 5 or 6 seconds maybe behind Demsbecky. So I would not rule out Joram of a podium spot here in this race. He could very much be in the top 3 by the time we get to the end, as we can see him just making a move on his teammate there, Rednas. So that's now job done there for Joram. Rednas is trying to battle him here a little bit. I think he wants to have a little bit of a tussle with him, but Joram there with DRS will take him a little bit further away as they're coming up towards the chicane. So that's great stuff there now for Joram. He can now try and chase after the final podium spot driver. That is obviously Demsbecky. Gap between Bennett and Demsbecky looks like it's still about 3 seconds at the moment. I've got no timing board tonight, so I don't know for sure, but just to the naked eye, I would say that's about 3 seconds at the moment between those two. Tezamaza, your race leader at the moment, but he's still got to pit. Is he now longing out this stint as long as he can to potentially put the soft tyres on? Because he's been on these hard tyres since the beginning of the race. I wonder if Tezamaza is trying to hold out so he can put the softs on at the end, so he'll have better pace. Obviously he's going to lose more time to these guys behind him, Bennett and Demsbecky and Joram, as he is right now, because you know he's staying out on very worn out hard tyres. But the longer he grinds it out on these hards, the more chance he's got of putting on some fresh soft tyres at the end, and that will pay massive dividends as long as he can keep those soft tyres going all the way to the end, and as long as he can extract the pace from them. It could be, or Tezamaza could be in this fight. I reckon there's still 4 drivers in with a shout of winning this race. You've got Tezamaza still yet to pit, but might be able to put the softs on. You've got Bennett, technically in the net race lead at the moment, running in 2nd place on the hard tyres. It's very good to go to the end. You can push those as much as he likes. They're not gonna wear out, that's for sure. But you've got Demsbecky about 2.5 seconds behind Bennett at the moment. In fact, maybe about 2 seconds now on the medium tyres. So he's on the faster compound than his Aston Martin teammate. He is hunting him down at a rate of knots right now. It's Demsbecky. You've got Joram on the medium tyres, who is coming after these guys very, very quickly as well. These 4 guys really are the contenders for the race win here tonight for the Canadian Grand Prix Automotive Racing round 2 of the season here. This is getting quite exciting at this point in the race now. I'm a little bit on edge. I'm a little bit excited at this point. I'm definitely anticipating a grandstand finish to this race, but Tezamaza still out in front, still leading the way, coming up towards the final chicane. Is he going to come in this lap, or is he going to try and long it out maybe 1 or 2 more laps? Maybe he's staying out. Tezamaza is continuing on. He has done now. He's just going on to his 25th lap on these hard tyres, so he has kept it going. He's just not giving in at this point. He wants to do as short a stint on the soft as he can, so he can take all of the life out of those soft tyres. He can absolutely pummel them for the last 10 laps, and he can full on send it around this Montreal circuit. But Tezamaza currently out in front, doing everything he has to do. Bennett is keeping the gap to Demsbecky around 2 seconds. That's about, I'd say, yeah, definitely about 2 seconds between those two. So Bennett at the moment has got track position. Is Demsbecky taking too much out of these medium tyres at this point, or is he keeping himself in a good window to potentially win this race? We've got comments coming in left, right and centre tonight. Apologies for not being too responsive. I've been stressing myself out due to this nightmare on the telemetry screen. I've got no graphics or anything on the screen tonight. I don't know why. Gave Live saying hello. Casper trying to help us out there. We've got JR saying, dude on the mic, sorry, he says, this guy sounds hot. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Pat Pastappen says, is the corner cutting on strict? Yeah, it always is. It's always on strict. Mike Filipero is saying, congratulating my good friend Terry Murray for finally coming out of the closet. Fair play. No, if you're serious, I don't know if you're serious. You know what? I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh because if it's true, then fair play. But I don't know if it's a joke or not. But if it is, I don't know how to react to that now. I'm really on the fence as to where do I go with this one. You know what? I don't know where. I don't want to laugh because if it's serious, then I want to say fair play. But at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm just gonna forget about that one. I don't know, but nonetheless, fair play, fair play. If it's a serious comment, fair play. But nonetheless, Teza Mazza is still out in front and he's still leading the race, so he's doing a really good job right now. But to be fair, the rain's coming down actually. It started spitting a little bit. That could really throw the strategy to pot a little bit. The two Aston Martins here still running pretty close, but on those medium tyres, Demspecki has been closing that gap quite quickly here. So he's within a second of Bennett at the moment. No DRS because the race officials have deemed it too wet. Oh, and Joram has retired from the race. Joram has crashed out. Where is he? What's happened to Joram? He was hunting down the leaders. There he is. Joram has crashed out, coming on the exit of the hairpin, and well, his car seems to be alright, you know. He's still got a front wing. So I'm not 100% sure what's happened there, but he's out of the race nonetheless. But surely we're going to be seeing drivers coming in now for intermediate tyres. You would think at this point, and yes, we have. So Bennett has come in and put a set of intermediate tyres on. Who else has come in? I think Teza Mazza's been in. Yes, he has. Teza Mazza has been in. So has Bennett. And in fact, so has Demspecki as well. So, in fact, no, hold on. Oh, Teza Mazza, massive slide there. Gets it all wrong on the cold tyres. That has now given Bennett the position back, I think. Oh, the lag is atrocious right now with these lapped cars. So that is Bennett there, running in that just there. But the driver who stayed out on the medium tyres, Demspecki, seems to be really struggling at this point. He's only about 10 seconds ahead of Bennett at this stage. So I wonder if. I wonder what the gap is there. It looks like it's maybe just under a second between those two, but that's only going to come down. And now we see Demspecki coming into the pits. So Bennett has played the strategy perfectly there, came in at the right time. Demspecki gambled it, and it has not paid off one bit. Teza Mazza's now running a few seconds behind Bennett on the track with that little mistake on cold tyres. That may have paid to his chances of taking the win here tonight, and that will be a shame there, obviously. But it looks as though we can see Demspecki coming out of the pits now. Where is he? I think it's P3, or has he dropped further down than that? Yeah, he is P3. So he's managed to keep on to third place despite coming in a bit too late for his pit stop. Probably lost about 10 or 15 seconds just on that one lap alone when he was on the wrong tyres. The Ferrari gets it all wrong in front of him by process of elimination. If it can't be Teza Mazza, so it must be well, the other Ferrari, I would imagine. So it would be Chicken. No, hold on, it can't be Chicken Wing. Surely that must have been Teza Mazza. It was Teza Mazza. So Teza Mazza has made another mistake here. He has lost out to Demspecki. Demspecki now up into second place. Bennett, LCFC, has been handed a bit of a walkover. Where is he? Let's see if as long as he hasn't made a mistake. No, he hasn't. He is still out there and still looking very, very good in this race. And Bennett's going to be absolutely delighted with the position he's in right now. He will take the championship lead for Motives F1 League as it stands right now. With Joram's retirement from this race, Bennett will be Mr. Consistent so far this season, a second and a first. If he can just keep it together for the next 7 laps. There's Demspecki running in second place. Teza Mazza still all over the back of him. These two have had a great race-long battle. It's been fantastic to watch between these two. You've got the Haas car there, of Little Greavy still going in P4, best of the rest, but the top 3 have really shone tonight. And to be fair, another driver who shone was Joram, but he unfortunately crashed out on lap 22 towards the end of the race. He was just pushing a bit too hard, trying to catch up to the leaders. Obviously, he was playing catch up from the start, starting at the back of the grid, and it just got a little bit too much for him. He had to really wring the neck of the Red Bull just to get to where he was, and unfortunately just had a little lapse of concentration, which has put paid to it, him scoring any points here tonight. So we got the Mars Nuts running in P5, 6th place we've got P Cheward, then we've got the Grieve running in P7, as there is, I think that's Tibbs there in the pits in the Mercedes. You got the McLaren there of Penguin Dude, I think Penguin Dude. Let me double check. I think that's Penguin Dude in P9. Yes, it is. Penguin Dude doing a very solid job here tonight. On course for 2 championship points. You've got Raki there running in P10. There he is in that final points paying position right now. Rednas running in 11th place. So Joram obviously swapped out his dad Raki this season. Decided he didn't feel that. Decided he wanted a new teammate in his Red Bull. Currently, Raki scoring the point, and Rednas really struggling tonight for whatever reason, not enjoying these wet conditions at all. As it stands, Red Bull will be scoring no points for their championship charge for tonight. Obviously, Rednas took. Not Rednas. Joram took the win in the first race of the season at Miami a couple of weeks ago. But right now, they're not going to be making much progress here. In the meantime, Bennett's still leading. 5 laps left to go. Coming into the hairpin for the 30th time in this race. He's got about 5 or 6 seconds back to this duo. Battling it out over second. Demspecki and Tezamas still going at it. Having a great little scrap here. You got the Haas still going of Little Greavy. There is the Williams of the Nuts, followed by the Alpine there of P. Cheward. You've got the other Haas car there of the Grieve running in P7, followed by Penguin who's in. Is he now in 8th place? Has he moved up a position? Who's gone down a place? Somebody has dropped down the order. Game for Life has retired from the race. So we're now down to 10 drivers. No, we've got 11 drivers still going, but DJ Phil has still yet to pass the point where Game for Life retired from the race. So there you got Raki now in 9th place. Rednas now in the final points paying position. There you've got DJ Phil there, who's now up into P10, and you've got the AlphaTauri there just about to put a lap on him, I think. So there is the battle for P2 on your screen right now. Obviously these two have been going at it since the beginning of the race. Demspecki has been holding off Tezamuzza very admirably since the beginning. You got Bennett still going, he's still out in front and still doing the business, doing exactly what he needs to do since the start of this race. There is that battle which is still continuing to rage on, and there's nothing really separating these guys at the moment. It's been great to watch. It's been so close. They're so evenly matched right now, and fair play for the show they've put on. They've dropped a little bit off of Bennett over the last couple of laps. Tezamuzza with a couple of mistakes, and obviously for Demspecki, he just stayed out on the dry tyres just a lap too long. I think he might have actually gained time in the first part of the lap of his in-lap, but then the rain just intensified. It was intensifying by the second, and it just got a little bit too much as he was coming around the second part of the lap. It got a little bit too much. Oh, it's good to see Demspecki. He's lost it. Oh, he's into the wall. He's lost part of his front wing, and that's Tezamuzza up into second place. Oh, what a shame for Demspecki. He gets it going. He's lost his front wing. He's gonna be crabbing right now. Little Greavy's coming through turn 2 at the moment, so that could maybe be a podium gone there for Demspecki, and Little Greavy's about 10 seconds behind him on the road, but he might even overtake him before Demspecki gets round to the pits. Who else is out there right now? You got right now. You've got the Mars Nuts there running in P5, and he's just ahead right now of the Alpine of P. Cheward there running in P6. As we've got Mike in the comments here, and he's saying, I didn't mean to leave my comment, thanks to Andy, but it's a serious mate, it will mean a lot to him, he would appreciate that. Oh, fair, well done, Tez, well done, fair play to you. It takes a lot of bravery, but well done, very well done. We've still got P. Cheward on the back right now of these two. Well, in fact, that is a lapped McLaren, I believe, as we just see the continuous lag going on every single time they get close. There is a lag like this, the lag of this entry, whenever there's a lapped car being obviously put a lap on. But P. Cheward, they're making his way through. He's still clinging to the back of the Mars Nuts at the moment, as we can see. Oh, and Aston Martin is in. Who is it? Oh, it's Demspecki, of course it is. Demspecki, of course. I thought he would have been out of the pits by now, but he's had to be held by for a little while there. But he is now trundling towards the end of the pit lane, and out he comes. So where is he going to slot in here? He just comes through turn 2, and he's just come out there ahead of the Williams of the Mutts Nuts. I think it is. Yeah, that's the Mutts Nuts there, and obviously P2 are just behind them. So Demsbecky P4 here in this race, and Little Greavy fortuitously onto the podium, just basically hanging in there and being consistent in this race, and he's going to get the reward as it stands here in this race. But is he going to hold on, or is Demsbecky going to come chasing after him? I think it might be a bit too late. We're only got 3 laps left, including this one, so 2 and a bit laps left to go, and that gap is quite big. So I think that's pretty much podium in the bag there for Little Greavy. You got Bennett still leading this race. He's got a bit of a gap back to Tezamazo, who's still running in second place right now, and there he is just going through turn 2 at the moment. But I think Bennett has got enough of a gap here over Tez to take this one and bring home the second round of the season. And what a great win it would be for Bennett. Obviously will be taking the championship lead. Tezamazo, I was saying last week, it'd be great to see him out on track because we know that he's got the pace. We saw on F1 2021, always up there fighting for the wins. I was hoping he'd be able to challenge Joram, but right now Bennett is the star of the show. He's the man who's risen to the occasion here, and he's currently in a great position here. He'll be on 43 points after tonight. That's obviously pending fastest laps. He could have 44 if he's taken the fastest lap tonight, but yeah, he has not put a foot wrong tonight as Bennett. Done everything right. He's been in the right place at the right time. He played the right strategy. He put the mediums on at the start. He pulled out a bit of a gap. He got the jump on Demsbecky and pulled out that gap when it was needed. And it got a bit lucky with the rain, I think, because if it wasn't for that, then Demsbecky would have had the pace over him on the medium tyres. But nonetheless, it's been a very, very good drive here from Bennett. And Tezamazo, to be fair as well, he's stuck in it with Demsbecky. He's kept himself in that fight. Demsbecky making the mistake, has dropped down a little bit, down to 4th place, having had to come into the pits for an extra pit stop. But yeah, well done to Tezamazo as well, making his seasonal reappearance tonight here at Motive. Obviously, he raced with us last season, but wasn't able to make the race a couple of weeks ago at Miami. But yeah, he's done a really good job here tonight, taking a 2nd place on his seasonal debut. You've got Little Greavy there running in the 3rd place. Still going there is Demsbecky in 4th, as you've got the Williams of the Mutts Nuts there, who's running just under a second by the looks of it ahead of the Alpine there of P2, and you've got the Greed there in the other hash running in 7th place. Penguin Dude 8th, as we can see there is Raki running in P9. Rednas still going in P11. There is DJ Phil in you got Redness in P10, DJ Phil in P11, and that is the rest of them. But here is Bennett LCFC, the race leader. It's the final lap of the race. He's coming out with a hairpin here, and what a drive it's been from Bennett LCFC. He played it beautifully. I don't know whether he knew that the rain was coming later on in the race, but maybe that could have been a factor in deciding to go for the medium tyres. He's been superb. He took a 2nd last week to Joram. Joram taking a dominant win at Miami. But Bennett is going to stand on the top step in round 2 of the season. Well done to Bennett LCSC. He'll be taking the championship lead here tonight with a fantastic display of driving. Bennett LCSC is your race winner. 2nd place goes to Tezamazo, who will be, I'm sure, very happy with that as a starting point for his season. 3rd place will eventually go to Little Greavy, who is just coming through into the final chicane now. I believe that was the last lap. It should have been the last lap, I believe. Lap 35. I'm pretty sure that is it. Little Greavy coming up towards the line. I can't see the checkered flag, but I think that is it. Little Greavy 3rd place here in the race. 4th place is going to go to Demsbecky. Would have been a podium if it hadn't been for the unfortunate circumstances towards the end. But yeah, 4th place there for him. So yeah, it is showing up as the drivers having finished the race. So yeah, that is the Alpine there. P2 P5 managed to get ahead of the Mutts Nuts actually into P5. Mutts Nuts 6th. The Grieve is coming over to finish in 7th place. There he is. There is Penguin, who I think he's a long way behind. To tell you, he's a very long way behind. Raki, I think it's finished the race. Let's have a look at the timing board. As Rednas comes over a lap down to finish in P10. So yeah, those guys have actually finished. So I think everybody's crossed the line. Yep, all the drivers in the race have now finished. So just the 11 finishers for tonight. And so that is that then. It's Bennett LCFC, your race winner tonight for the round 2 of the season. for the Motive F1 League here on the F1 game. Apologies for the repeat hiccups tonight. Unfortunately, I had a pizza straight before the start of the race, so literally it's been just hiccups galore tonight. I haven't been able to get my words out, but nonetheless, I want to say a massive congratulations to Bennett on taking a win. I want to obviously say congratulations to Teza Muzza as well, and for more than one reason, and obviously completing the podium in third place, Little Greavy. Commiserations to Demspecki. Joe crashing out of the race, was in the fight. I think he could have maybe brought himself into the battle for the podium, maybe even the win, if it hadn't been for that collision with the barriers coming out of the hairpin with about 10 or 15 laps left to go, I think it was. We were well into the second half of the race, and he was challenging for that win, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But once again, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the Motive Racing channel. If you're a driver, if you're a family or friend or otherwise associate of any of the drivers, please do smash that like button. Join us at www.motiveracing.com if you'd like to get involved, and we will catch you guys in the next one. See you all later. Good night.